Hello. I'm 20. I'm 29, and I played Final Fantasy V. I beat it for the first time. I started Final Fantasy V a while ago. When I was still in college, I was like, I'm gonna start it. I never finished it because I was doing the Four Job Fiesta. I'm like, this is too hard. So recently, probably like a week ago or two, I was like, I'm gonna play the game for real. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy V just from the way I want to play it. So I played it. It's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good Final Fantasy game. It's a pretty good Final Fantasy game. It's like, I like how it just gets you straight in there. Other, like, newer Final Fantasy games, just like cutscene. Linear. This one just throws you right into it. Just throws you in, like, oh, Bart's, bam. You meet an old man from a meteor. You meet a girl with pink hair. Bam. Here's your jobs. Oh, okay. It just, you're always moving. The dialogue's not too much. It's not too much dialogue. My complaint with most RPGs nowadays is way too much dialogue. Final Fantasy V is like not too much dialogue. The cutscenes aren't that long, and you get the gist of the story. You understand what's going on. You like the characters. You get little quips with the characters. Ferris, she's like a spunky pirate girl. Lena, she loves animals, and she's so kind. Bartz is like, yeah, I'm on an adventure, homie. I want to go there. Galloff's an old man. He's like, I don't remember anything, but I'm an old man. Oh, hey, I'm old. And then Kryl, who comes in later, she's like, my grandpa, I'm going to protect this world. Like, everyone has, like, a purpose. Exdeath is a tree. The main villain's a tree. He's a tree. He's like, yo, Void, you want to get stuck into the Void? He loves the Void, from what I learned from Dissidia, the cutscenes. But he's like, you want to get stuck? I'm going to send you to this dimension. I'm going to send you another dimension. He's like Ocean Dub Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. It's very enjoyable. The game is like the most adventurous Final Fantasy I've played. It's like the most adventurous one. Final Fantasy VI, you're like, I gotta fight the Empire. Final Fantasy V is like, let's go on an adventure. Burn. Exdeath happens to be there. Okay, let's go. Different locations. There's so many different locations. The dungeons are pretty good. I don't like the what's the dungeon? Oh god, I don't even remember. Oh, there's one dungeon I hated. The pyramid. I hated. I liked the aesthetic of the pyramid. I just didn't like the actual like going through the pyramid. Oh, excuse me. My favorite dungeon aesthetically, the underwater cavern with like the volcano. It's like an underwater volcano. You run into a door village. The door village is so cool. Having a village mid dungeon, that's pretty rad. Anyway, I like that. You can customize your character however you want. I made Galuf into like a warrior, so it's kind of funny when you get Kryl, who's like a little girl, and she's like a warrior, like she has Excalibur, she's a two-handed warrior, slicing shit. Sorry for cursing. She's like, it was funny to me, but like this little girl is like the strongest member of my party right now because she's I'm not going to spoil much, I guess, but like the jobs are great. This is like the job system's like great in this. I like experimenting with the different jobs, seeing what they do, and then sticking with them, and then I'm like. And then you get at Mimic towards the end. I'm like, oh my god, Mimic is just so many possibilities. I like to mix and match the abilities. So I got a like a ninja warrior, double sword. So I mastered ninja. I mastered archer. So you get rapid fire plus they call it X fight in the translation I played. X fight and double handed. So I had a warrior, double handed swords, two of the most powerful swords in the game. And X Fight allows you to hit multiple hits, and ninjas already do multiple hits. So the ninja got like 8 attacks in. And I experimented with that. I'm like, oh my god, and like steamrolled through that last dungeon because of that. And then when you like lose to a boss, you like got to reevaluate. You're like, how do I beat this boss now? Well, this is a magic attack, so I'm gonna turn Lena into a summoner white mage. I'm going to have her cast Golem to block physical attacks, and then I'm going to cast Shell to have the magical damage, because the magical attack's wrecking me. So I did do some Googling to figure out stuff, because I was getting fed up with some stuff. But you see a building, you fly by a building, you're like, what's that building? And I just go to the building. I'm like, what's in that building? I wonder what's in that building. So then I get a black chocobo to fly to this forest. I go to the building, and I just go through this tower, 25 floors, and then I get the Phoenix summon, which is like one of the best summons I've ever seen. It's so good. Final Fantasy V is a good game. It's a great game. I might participate in the 4-job fiesta every year now, because now I know what I'm doing with the jobs. So yeah, it's a good game. Good Final Fantasy. It's a pretty hard game. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. I recommend it. Anyway, thank you for watching this terrible, terrible video. I love you.